judging fighting games from the last 10 years. Off topic, when I filed my taxes, I only got $8, sadly. I mean, that's what happens when you're a business owner, bruh. You're an editor, so you own your own business. Most of your money's gonna go to the government. If it makes you feel better, I don't ever make money during tax season. I always pay. Is this accurate? Is this accurate? I feel like, you know, week 1, week 2, yeah. But I don't know. Have y'all been paying attention to the timeline? I feel like people are starting to turn on this game. Yeah, at launch, I would say this is accurate, but I feel like people are starting to turn on this game. Between the microtransactions and all the scrub-ass game mechanics, people are starting to be like, eh. I just wanted to see how you felt.
Shout out to that
King of Fighters
for resubscribing. It's rough out here.
Yo, shout out to Amateur Maxi with the sub. Appreciate it. I would say that's how I feel about King of Fighters. Like, it's a good game, but you know, nice to meet you. You know, I'm not too gung-ho about it.
Nice to meet you. Jay Martell. Nice to meet you, sir.
Experienced players, def are. Guilty Gear, we fuck with it.
Come on.
Street Fighter 6, big hug. Yep.
Feel that?
Hell nah, man. They made it way too easy. I agree. It is such a difficult conversation because I understand why fighting games are getting easier. They want to appeal to like a larger audience because like the community has to grow in order to maintain it and keep bringing in money. But it's like, how do you find that balance between, you know, creating a game for experienced players but helping ease new players in? But I'm not gonna lie, like Tekken 8. I felt like when I was playing Street Fighter 6, once I got to like a certain level, I was getting frustrated because I was losing to like better players and I knew I needed to practice, but I just didn't. It was like my fault. I don't feel like that playing Tekken 8. Like,
why do people resubscribe to the idea of Shadow having a BBC?
The Modern Monkeys. Yo, shout out to Captain Co-Star. The amount of people that I've lost to in Tekken 8 that I know should never beat me. Motherfuckers hit one button and take half your health bar. Or like you'll sidestep them perfectly and you'll be behind them and then they'll turn around and punch you. I'm like, come on, man. Can I punish?
George. All right.
Street Fighter 5, get that the fuck out of here. Yep.
Come on. What's up, fam? How you doing? All right. Never forget about that.
I don't really remember Mortal Kombat 10 like that. Was that a fan favorite?
Cause that's all we got. Nice to meet you. All right.
Wait, what game was that? Dead or Alive 6. Who gives a fuck?
All right.
10 was that work? I've never been a big Mortal Kombat fan, so I liked Injustice too.
Oh, bring it up.
Bring it in. Samurai Shadow, King of the Fighters. Which one is this? Fatal Fury, City of Wolves. This is interesting. He put this on this one. Oh, I guess the old Samurai Showdown. It is a classic. I didn't play the new one. I don't know about the new King of Fighters. I am excited about City of the Wolves. I guess this is okay. I'm excited about City of the Wolves.
Bring it in. Starting from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah. Nice to meet you. All right. Nice.
Did he do that to Blaze Blue? I like Blaze Blue.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I agree. I've gotten to the point where I'm not even playing that shit competitively. It's too hard. Do you think it would be better if they implement different modes to separate between modern and classic trolls to try to alleviate the problem within rank? It's not just the controls. It's like certain mechanics that are in the game that are just like way too. Like I said, one of my issues with Tekken 8 is I don't think you should start with the heat bar because it gives them a special move. Like the issue with Tekken 8 is they start off with a special move. They can hit you with that, and then you could be beating their ass, and then at the end of their health bar, they also get a special move. One of the simplest fixes they can do is either remove that damn heat meter or remove the rage art. It's too much. There's way too many tools for people who suck. So then they can just, as LTG likes to say, you could just YOLO the shit and get a fucking win.
All right. Nice.
Yeah, you should. It should be like Street Fighter. You should have to build up to the special meter to use it, but you shouldn't start it. Yeah, it's pressing one button to fucking panic, rage, art attack, and shit. It's bullshit. Soul Calibur's mid, but I love it. Hey, don't say that. Soul Calibur is great. Grand Blue Friendly versus
Rising.
Afternoon, my octoroon.
I feel like that was a joke and I don't get it.
Come on, bring it in there. Tuck that.
Honestly, just remove one of them at this point. I agree. It would fix a lot of things.
I'm in there, dog. I'm in there, dog. You tucking it in there?
The lack of killer instinct is wild. It's been a while since the last one.
I'm in there. Come in there. I'm in there. All right. Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you. Oh, my
DNF duel.
goodness, look at this. Oh, she is so beautiful.
That online isn't.
I want another one. There you go. Precious. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yoda in Soul Calibur 4 was not cool. You played Yoda, didn't you? Fuck. Yoda is like one of the worst characters. I'm not gonna lie, like, I remember like the original. I think Eddie was like the first character I hated in a video game. Yoda was probably the second. If you play Yoda, fuck you.
What's her name?
Oh, this is Livia Ruggi.
Okay.
I was a kid having fun. Oh, okay. Yeah, play that shit online against a Yoda. He had no hitbox. Multiverses. Wait, what is he doing for multiverses?
Meet you, Miss Ruggi. All right.
He's just like, whatever.
Oh, there he is. Boom.
People love Marvel.
All right, very good to meet you. All right.
Here we go.
Mortal. He walked right past Mortal Kombat 1. That's fucking great. Which one is this? Is that Street Fighter 2? Hyper fighting? That must have been one of the bugged versions. That's funny. He walked right past Mortal Kombat. No, that's pretty accurate. I would say that's pretty accurate. That's fucking funny. I think so. Yeah, that had to be one because like there were some bugged versions of Street Fighter 2, but that was random. He put that in there. Let me see what else I got for y'all. We going in, no Diddy. Was Mortal Kombat 10 the one they introduced Jackie Briggs? Oh, PlayStation news. New PlayStation patent could let AI complete that Elden Ring boss you've been stuck on. So all the people out there who fucking suck at video games, great news for you. A new autoplay feature has been patented by Sony. As spotted by our sister site Game Rant, Sony has appeared to have filed a patent for a new autoplay feature. If implemented into a current or future console, at earliest, if this becomes a thing, PS6, don't expect this in the 5 Pro. The feature would allow players to completely skip past certain parts of a game by having AI do it for you. While new patents are filed by the likes of Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo all the time, not all of them end up seeing the light of day. When new ideas are in the early stages of development, it's important to patent them so no one can steal them without licensing them. Yeah. So basically, this does not mean it's going to be in the PlayStation 6. But what this does mean is, at bare minimum, those secret Illuminati Sony business meetings that they have, this idea has came up and they felt like it was a good enough. Because here's you have to read between the lines. You only file a patent for something you think is a good idea. Because this article's right. It doesn't mean it's gonna be in the PlayStation 6. But they said, ooh, this is a good idea. Maybe we should think about it. At least protect ourselves just in case we want to do it. Basically, they threw the idea on the board and they said they're gonna sit there and let it sit for a couple years, let it marinate, and then eventually decide if they want to use it. So take this with a grain of salt. Doesn't mean it's coming to the PlayStation 6, but don't be surprised if it does. And I'm not gonna lie, I hope it does. And here's why.
For the sub, that $5 could trick on
shout out to Gats and the Fool with the sub. Appreciate it.
Politics over pussy.
Here's why I do hope it's a real thing. Not because I plan to use it. Because it'll just create funny ass arguments. Like they should so if they put this is what I would suggest, Sony. If you put this in the PlayStation 6, there has to be a caveat. You have to, when you use it, if you use it to beat like a pivotal boss, right? When the achievement unlocks, when the trophy unlocks, it has to say, yeah, you beat it with AI assistance. So when niggas pull your trophies up, you're getting clowned in the group chat. That's what I need. Now, if they're able to use AI to cheat without anybody knowing, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. This is good for IGN because they don't seem to be good at games. Right. Shit. Yeah. YouTube Let's Play is gonna be, motherfuckers gonna be pulling up. So as long as we could tell you used AI, like, cause I mean, and to be fair, I think they should do it because that's becoming a thing that like politicians are advocating for. So for those of you unaware, when anything is AI generated, whether it's an image, it's music, it has metadata attached to it. So there's softwares that you can use to detect whether or not something is AI based off the metadata that it produced. So now I know Twitter is, at some point, they are going to start marking images that are AI, and it's all going to be done by a bot because, like I said, there's metadata that can be detected. So put some metadata in this shit. Let people detect if motherfuckers is cheating or not. I feel like I should say this one. And that the tipping one. I gotta remember these damn podcast notes. Let's see. Next show. AI autoplay PS6. They do that with college papers now. Yeah, there's ways to detect it. And then Blizz exec says we should tip for games. This will be interesting though. Let me get that article. Niggas gonna be earning aluminum trophies. Yeah. I could just see it creating funny discourse. I can see people getting exposed on Twitter and shit. I suspect the AI will show you how to do it, but it won't actually complete the level for you. I still think even if you do that, because I mean, you might as well just, I get what you're saying. Like it'll create like a ghost and tell you what path you should take or something, or like what attack you should do. It should still mark you cheated. Yeah, Padawan trophies. But that's interesting. No guarantee that's coming. Keep that in mind. It's just a patent. Other Sony news. The rumors are heating up about the PS5 Pro. So there was a YouTuber that released a video that said they had the final specs for the PS5 Pro, and Sony hit them with a copyright strike. So now everybody thinks that those specs were official. And one of the things that was leaking is apparently Sony wants to have a 60 FPS PS5 enhanced mode that's like guaranteed for like every game or whatever. Sources familiar with Sony's plan tells The Verge that Sony is asking developers to create a new PS5 Pro exclusive graphics mode in games that combines Sony's new PlayStation Spectral Super Resolution upscaling to 4K with 60 FPS frame rates and ray tracing graphics. Insider Gaming first reported on some of these enhanced PS5 Pro game details last month. If I'm a developer, I'm annoyed because now you have to make another version of the game. Keep in mind, developers have to make a PC, a PS5 version, an Xbox Series X version. Keep in mind, both those versions have to have usually a graphics and a performance mode, and they got to create an Xbox Series S mode. Now you have to create 3 separate versions for PlayStation. Performance mode for the base PlayStation 5, graphics fidelity mode, and then a PS5 Pro enhanced mode. If I'm a developer, I'm sick. Then and then a Switch version if they dumb enough to make one. But Series S is holding gaming back. I actually do think it is too, unfortunately. It's great to have as like a budget console, but it kind of is. I think at some point these companies are going to have to make the conscious decision, hopefully for like the next generation, whatever the next Xbox and PlayStation is. Well, we'll know it's PlayStation 6. Hopefully they make the conscious decision. Like in my opinion, if they want to make a cheaper version of a console, what they do is instead of making a version that has weaker specs, make a version of the console that just has less hard drive space or something. Like cut corners somewhere else, but don't to pass the savings on to the user, but don't make a weaker console. Like, I don't know. While Sony wants this new mode in the games, the PS5 Pro Enhanced label will still be available for a variety of scenarios that include 30 FPS games. Developers have the option of increasing the target resolution for PS5 Pro games that run at a fixed resolution on PS5, or even increasing the target maximum resolution for games that run at a variable resolution on PS5. If Sony does this cleverly, they should make it a software level change. They can auto adjust fidelity settings to reach 60 FPS to reduce crunch for devs. Basically, DLSS is what you're talking about, like on PC. Cough, cough. Somebody said it in the chat, PC. That could mean we see a PS5 Pro enhanced that runs between 1080p and 1440p at 30 FPS. That is all nerd shit. Simply running a game at a more stable frame rate on the PS5 Pro is not enough for the enhanced label, though. Sony also won't add the label to games that run with a variable resolution and see increased resolution on the PS5 Pro that doesn't. Damn, so you have to hit their standards. When factually the S doesn't run the games the same as the X. Wait, the spec difference is crazy and people still argue it's not holding it back. Yeah. I mean, the fact that the Series X can do 4K and the S can only go up to 1440p should tell you everything you know. Like, clearly it's holding games back. I think it's time to get a PC. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. These consoles are becoming more and more like gaming PCs, man. All these different options at this point, and they're getting more and more expensive. Like, you might want to consider building one. Naughty Dog's comfortable with this, though, with 13 different Last of Us versions already. Right. Then now we're going to run at 65 frames. It's going to be a little bit better. YouTube announced they are cracking down on third-party apps that block ads. They really want you to buy into their... they really want you to buy into their YouTube Premium, so be aware of it. It's coming. Ad blockers are not allowed on YouTube. Looks like you have ad blocker. Turn that shit off and get YouTube Premium, bitch. It's weird how the Switch forces developers to better optimize their games, and that benefited a lot of people, but the Series S has the adverse effect. Well, I don't know. Have you seen like the Switch versions of games? They're not optimized. Like, did you see the Switch version of Mortal Kombat 1? That shit was horrible. I love YouTube Premium. Get it if you don't have it. There's another game that recently came out on the Switch. It's ass. The Switch is holding games back too. So be aware that's coming. Oh, if you wanted to emulate, so last week Apple let emulators on the Apple Store. Now they're pulling them because I guess they broke the rules. So if you were looking for that GBA emulator on your iPhone, it's gone.
Thanks
just
for
so
the
you
follow,
know.
But unfortunately, dick riding is not a proper form of transportation.
Bayonetta on the Switch should be a crime.
Get off my man Sonic's dick!
Yeah, that shit, the frame rate was all over the place. Bayonetta 3, I didn't like it because of the fucking performance. YouTube Premium is solid, just expensive. I don't think it's expensive for what you get. It's what, 15, 16 a month, I think? And you get no ads. If you watch on TV, YouTube Premium is a must. You get no ads and you get YouTube Music with it. $12.99, you get YouTube Music with it. So it's like you don't have to pay for like Spotify. Like I use it. Yeah, I use it too. I got YouTube Premium. It's one of those things. It's YouTube Premium is something you need. You didn't know you needed until you got it. Literally, my girl texted me the other day. She was like, "I just want you." Well, yesterday. I just want you to know my life has changed ever since I got YouTube Premium. Thank you for putting me on your family plan. I was like, "See, you didn't know you needed it." You get YouTube Premium and then you go to your friend's house and they put on YouTube. You're like, what the fuck is that? Is that an ad? Like, you can share up to 5 people if you get, yeah, the family plan. How much does it cost? I think it's like 22. YouTube Premium family. I'm already on it. Y'all need to see my fucking credit card info. I'm pretty sure it's 22 a month though. You get 5 people to chip in. There you go. Oh, you sold me once you said your girl thanked you. Yeah, you could put people on it, like, or you can just get you and your friends and just split the cost. 24-hour Bluey with no ads. Ding, 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 ding. It said $22.99. I knew I wasn't bugging. It's 22. Take-Two is preparing for a Mafia series announcement, it claimed. Twitter user, this guy, I don't know how to say that, has claimed that Take-Two is preparing for Mafia series announcement in the near future. This guy has previously found early information on games by discovering trademarks, which could suggest that the game has recently had a trademark filing and could be gearing up for an announcement. Previous findings from the user include finding names, the game's names, including Metro Awakening, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra. Oh, so this guy's got a pedigree. What's the name of the game? The job listing, who cares? The job listing has stated the next iteration of the Mafia franchise would feature engagement, stealth, and combat gameplay loops, which should make for an enhanced experience with Mafia 3's relatively basic creep around and stab people stealth platform. YouTube Premium and chill. The next wave, it might be. As long as they don't got Mafia 3's gameplay loop. Shit was mediocre as fuck. I thought it was okay. I think the game was too long was the issue, but I still like the story. I don't know. Mafia 1 and 2's gameplay loop wasn't much different in my opinion. It's still just an open world. It's still just an open world third-person shooter. It's just the story was really good. That being said, I hope that it doesn't steal the mechanics from Mafia 1, where you have to actually follow the traffic laws. Keep that shit the fuck out the game. Mafia 1, the remake that they did, that came out a couple years, I think I streamed it. That shit was fire. It was really good. Since Mafia 3 took place around the 60s and 70s, could this be Miami Vice 80s, 90s crack era style? Well, 80s Miami is coke, but could be. I don't know. I mean, they could do the Russian Mafia. They could do the Irish Mafia. I mean, keep in mind, the game's called the Mafia. They could do the black. Oh my God, that would make them people so mad. Imagine they did a game on the Detroit Black Family Mafia. Oh shit, Big Meech, the game. Yeah, I watched the Fallout show. It's fire. Yeah, DEI Mafia. Yeah, BMF. There's no blacks in the Mafia, bro. Internal Studios. I guess they. Man, I ain't reading all this. I thought they had some new. Let's go to the sub box. I ain't reading that shit. I thought they had some new gameplay. Shout out to Omni, he's live. Sandland official trailer. Okay. Assassin's Creed Mirage official free trial and title update. What? Dungeons and Dragons. Mafia game on Frank Lucas. Where you gotta smuggle the bodies with the drugs and shit. Sky Children, Minecraft, Kung Fu Panda. Good off that. Warzone Mobile. Who's playing that? Boulderfest, Raja, Ancient Enhanced Edition. What? Atomic Owl. Boom, 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 boom. He said niggas would eat that shit up. I think the issue with like a Frank Lucas game is, first and foremost, I need Harlem niggas to get their story accurate. Because the problem with like Harlem niggas, they're so annoying. They all exaggerate everything. According to Frank Lucas, he was the biggest dope dealer in Harlem during the 70s. But then, what's that snitch's name? Ricky Barnes, he says he was. Pee Wee Herman said he was the biggest in Harlem. There's another one I'm trying to think of during the 70s. There was like 5. Guy Fisher, he was a part of the commission. They all say they was the biggest drug dealer ever. Who was the real big drug dealer? You can't trust none of their stories. We gotta get the story correct first. Cause like I've seen like documentaries that said Frank Lucas exaggerated the fuck out of his shit in American Gangster. He's like, that was Hollywood, but that wasn't really what happened. Ain't Pee Wee get arrested for jerking off in a movie theater? Nah, I missed that story. Kirkland, my bad, Kirkland, yeah. I missed that story. Can't say I'm keeping up on the latest jerk off news. Oh shit, Assassin's Creed Mirage. Why would you want that to be something you exaggerate? I mean, think about it. I mean, these are notorious drug dealers. That's all they're known for. So, you know, you got to make yourself seem bigger than life so people, you know, get interested in your story, and then also you could sell it, whether it's a movie, a book, some shit like that. Yeah, Pee Wee Kirkland turned down an NBA contract at Trap. That's crazy. Well, actually, I take that back. It's not crazy in the context
Thanks
of it.
for the resub, pal. With
It
this,
only...
I can now ditch the janky plane I built and
Shout out to
fly
Brandon
my
with the
ass
sub.
on Spirit
It
Airlines.
only seems crazy in the context of the NBA now. But Pee Wee turning down an NBA contract to go trap in the 70s makes sense because he was making more money as a drug dealer. You got to keep in mind that NBA money is fairly new. NBA money really became a thing. It started with like Magic and Bird, but it really became a thing when Jordan came into the league. When them shoes came, that's when them big ass contracts started coming. So like, yeah, it kind of makes sense in the context of things. Who wants to play? We're back. Apparently Mirage was decent. This game was ass. Yeah, and it exploded in the 2010s. How you like that WNBA draft? I didn't watch it. I am glad to see more people talking about it on the timeline and supporting it. That's good. It's the step in the right direction. Still think a lot of people need to have we need to bring economics back to school. Still think we need to have an economics class in school so people can understand how things work. Because I've also seen conversations about salaries and shit like that. And I'm just like, just support the WNBA, guys. Come on. We'll get there one day. Niggas used to clock out of the Piggy Wiggly to play Celtics at 8. Pretty much. The plumbers. Well, who said that? The white boy. He said he was playing plumbers.
Heart's deepest desire. The divine power to transform your life for the right.
Dungeons and Dragons official Visana.
An eye for an eye. Flesh for a crown.
I don't know what I'm looking at. Is this gameplay?
Wretched mortality.
Just yapping. No gameplay. We don't care. Sky, Children of Light. What they paying Caitlin Clark as criminal? Is it? Is it? This is why I say we got to bring economics class. The WNBA doesn't make any money. The only reason the WNBA still exists is because it is a subsidy of the NBA. So if you want those players, because don't get it twisted, don't take this as I don't want them to make more money. Yeah, they're dope players. If you want them to make more money, you have to support the WNBA. This dishonest discourse I see on fucking Twitter, bro. It's just like, Jesus, it's not fair. That's not how life works. Like, buy their jerseys. If you ain't buying the tickets, you ain't buying the jerseys. I don't want to hear it, bro, about you think shit's unfair. If you ain't gonna do nothing about it. Yeah, and hopefully things will change this year. Yeah, with the new draft. A lot of people were excited. This is the first time I ever seen, like, I seen a lot of videos on my For You page of dudes like watching the draft and shit. So I think like it's a step in the right direction. And I always feel like those conversations are so disingenuous and like I said, NBA money really didn't become a thing until the 90s and it exploded in the 20s. It's still fairly new money. Like people talk about the NBA as if niggas was making millions back in the 40s and shit. Like, cut it out. Bootleg ass Zelda. WNBA is still very new. That is true too. I feel like that's something that gets lost too. It's still a new league fairly. But this is a good step in the right direction. Just waiting for the WNBA prize. This motherfucker stupid. This nigga said, I'm ready for the WNBA parlays, boy. Look, hold on. Let me find that video in the group chat. Let me find a video in the group chat I put of, it was a TikTok. This nigga was excited about Angel Reese getting excited, getting drafted to Chicago. This is the horniest, thirstiest shit I've ever seen. Hold up.
The 7th pick.
Hold up.
The 7th pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, the Chicago Sky select Angel Reese.
Damn, Shorty, I ain't gonna lie, Shorty, man. Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to the rack, Shorty. On my mama, you looking good. You looking fire, Shorty. I'm trying to take you to Heroes Chicken, baby. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the rack, baby. You know what I'm saying? You looking screeching. I'm trying to take you to Navy Pier next week.
This is welcome to the rack. He's shooting this shot. So, like, I say that to say, I don't want anybody to feel like I don't want these chicks to be paid more. But let's be real about the situation. And this is, jokes aside, stuff like this is good. This is good. Motherfuckers are excited about the WNBA. This is good. It means there's a step in the right direction. The money is coming. People got to be patient. Somebody in the chat just said, wait, it started in 97? I didn't even know. Yes, it's a new league, bro. It is a fairly new league. It's not old. You just got to support it. You got to support it. So I'm taking it to the Navy Pier. The dude's already on my timeline getting hyped to get flown out by rich ass. Yeah, I seen somebody tweet, I can't wait for the day the contracts blow so I can get me a WNBA sugar mama. We're going to know the WNBA players getting played when they start flying. Who trying to get flued out, bro? Who trying to get flued out?
Thanks for the resub, pal.
Yo, shout out to Black Shadow with the sub. Appreciate it. Said the best thing you can do is go buy an Angel Reese jersey. Go buy a Caitlin Clark jersey. Go buy them hoes, bruh. That sounded crazy out of context. I'm talking about the jerseys. You get what I'm saying? Shit, go buy them shit. Support that shit. What are we looking at now?
Hear your pulse, the beating of a war drum.
Sports is fascinating because it takes decades for cultures to build. Look at Major League Soccer. In a couple decades, America's going to be a soccer powerhouse.
That $5
a soccer powerhouse is crazy. But I mean, yeah, the MLS is a great example. Like the MLS is a fairly new league. It's a men's league. Them niggas don't make no fucking money either. You don't hear, well, they complain about it, but people are also realistic about why they don't make any money. Yo, shout out to Photo Brock with the sub. Appreciate it. Like, we'll get better. I don't know about soccer powerhouse.
Feel your heart quicken. The strength flow through you.
What kind of game is this?
Fight, Raji.
This is just an update. This game is already out. They got enough to bring Messi over. Yeah, but I mean, it's a much older Messi though. Like that motherfucker. We a check to him. It's not the same. Atomic Owl. Oh my god. I remember I seen a comment on one of my videos on Hokage highlights talking about no, it was I put out a tweet and I was like, give me your gaming hot take, and it was like people are too disrespectful and dismissive of like indie games. And I'm like, bruh, that's because a lot of these indie games, like I feel like I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum. I feel like niggas be defending them way too much just because they indie developers. Like, if you're an indie developer makes a good game, I am going to rock with you because we love to see an underdog story. But just because you're an underdog doesn't mean I have to root for you. I hate that thought process. Yeah, Dave the Diver is fire. Like, a lot of these indie games look the same. This looks like the shit I played on Sega Genesis and fucking Super Nintendo. A lot of them, my issue is a lot of them be making the same damn game. Like, make something different, bruh. That's all. Yeah, there's way too many fucking Doom clones. I swear, every stream, there's 2 Doom clones, man. There's 2 Doom clones. That's all I be saying. I don't have to like this because it's an indie developer. Art's nice, though. I like Doom, though. Yeah, I'll play Doom. Yeah, it's a lot of side-scroller platforms. I'll play Doom, then. I don't want to play a Doom clone. Yo, make something new, original. But that's what's great about gaming becoming democratized. And having these indie developers, it gives us a chance to speak of David the Diver. It gives us a chance for new experiences, but instead they opt to create things that we've already played. And I'm like, bruh, I'm just gonna go to fucking Walmart or Target then, if that's the case. Why would I want to go to a small business that produces the same thing as Target, but I got to pay $10 more? Bro, nah. X-Men is next on the list because I finished Fallout. So that's next on the list. I am going to watch X-Men next. The USA national team has dominated Mexico in the last couple years. You talking about soccer? I'd be watching when like international soccer comes on. To be fair, is Mexico even that good? I feel like the only reason you say that is because of like, at least from what I remember, like they're an all right team, but on the world stage, has Mexico like really done anything crazy? They're all right. I feel like that thought process of us beating them stems from like racial stereotypes because people like to make Mexican jokes here in America about them like playing soccer and shit. But like on the grand stage, they're okay. I be watching the internet. I'm like, like is that really? I be feeling like that shit is kind of rooted in racism when y'all be saying that shit, bro. Like, Europe usually has the best soccer. Yeah. But do you think it's better for shows to drop a full season or go a week to week?
Thanks for the resub.
I don't care.
Got one loyal fan base, although not as loyal as Amy's dumbass.
The best teams are France and Brazil. I'd say Brazil because the thing about France is like all their players are black. So, wow, the French team looks really DEI. It's crazy. Yeah, them are African teams. That ain't France. That's why and it's funny enough because I remember I think his name was Alexis. He played for the US team. He was talking about it during one World Cup. They asked him, what does it take for America to become a powerhouse in soccer? And he was like, this is not I actually agreed with him. He was like, it's not a politically correct answer, but he's like, this is how I genuinely feel. He's like, the reason America is not a powerhouse in soccer is because soccer is the game that's played in the world's slums. He said in America, people in the hood play basketball and football mainly, and maybe some baseball. That's why we dominate in that shit. But he was like, in the rest of the world, if you come from the hood, they play soccer because all you need is the ball. And then, you could develop your skills on your own. And I was like, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, that's not politically correct, but I was like, that's kind of real. So what I'm trying to say is until niggas start playing soccer, we will not dominate America. That's how I feel. Freaking, and the proof is with France. The French team look real African. Shit. He said, we got to get poor. Yeah, we got to get poor. We got to get poor, bro. Oh, shit. He said, you're not wrong with France. Yeah, France be looking like Wakanda, bro. That team does not represent the country in terms of ethnic makeup. That shit is crazy to see. Tennis manager. I think I'm going to boot up the game because ain't no Z. Ain't dudes getting $1 billion checks in soccer. $1 billion checks, baddies. it's just America's ignorant. Like, people don't understand how popular someone like Messi is in the rest of the world. Baddies galore all over them, soccer baddies.
Bustling metropolis. Until the day its golden guardians fell from the sky. Now King City's prosperity comes at a price. Anyone the company suspects of possessing superpowers is taken off the streets, while those that resist are hunted.
Flash the video game?
Time to fight back. Leave them to me. Okay, you mooks. Focus on me. Get him!
I can help you out. See how much easier this is?
I'm good off this. We've been debating this topic in African football for a long time. Yeah, if them players came back to Africa, the French team would be fucked. XCOM superheroes. Yeah, it's time to get on Dragon's Dogma for a little bit.